Hello guys, it's Dad from Boog and Dad TV.
Yes, and Boog, and today we're here with our first episode of Boog and Dad Fix It.
Yes, as we promised, if you've watched some of our other videos, especially on these blow molds that we have, we're going to do a light conversion on them. And so that's the purpose of this video, is to kind of show you how we do it in case you want to do it yourself. So really, the issue is that a lot of the newer blow molds they're selling these days, especially from the Home Depot and from Disney, are coming with battery operated LED lights, which is fine if you only have one or two and you don't mind changing the batteries when they run out. But if you start, collecting these things like we do, you get, 6, 8, 10 plus of these guys. The battery operation on it gets really old, having to keep up and change out that many batteries throughout your season, especially if you keep these things out for 6-8 weeks, kind of like me and Boog do. So like I said, I always like to convert them over to regular electricity, and this is what we use. So the first thing I have to get is the bulb, and I order these off of Amazon, and you can get 6 of them. So it's a 6-pack of these. You can see there's the cord there, there's the bulb, and it comes with a little clamp that you need. But you can get 6 of them for $24. So in my best math, that's about what, $4 a piece? So not too bad, relatively inexpensive. And this is also an LED bulb, which is great. So it's to save you on your power bill. And I almost guarantee you, if you run these off of power versus what it costs you to put the batteries that go in here, which is usually like 3 AAA at a minimum, you're gonna save money, going this way also. And the hassle of having to, get your screwdriver out, take the case off, change the batteries, that kind of thing. So like I said, this just makes life so much more convenient, especially if you got a lot of these guys. So this is the first thing you gotta have. And like I said, you're gonna get your 6-pack on Amazon for your $24. This is what it comes in, just a little brown box, nothing special. And so after that, then the only thing you're gonna need is a tool. So you have to have your drill, whatever kind of standard drill you want to use, but you do have to have this adapter here that goes on the end. This is really specialty tool made for like plumbing, for drilling holes in wood to run like your plumbing pipes through. They come in different sizes. You can buy a whole kit with multiple sizes in it, or you can buy them individually. So depending on how you want to do it. But anyway, for this particular project, your drill bit here needs to match up with this size here, so that your clamp fits in there correctly. And this is 1.25 inch bit. So that's what you're going to want for this project. Like I said, 1.25 inch bit. And like I said, you can also find these on Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's. They're not hard to find. But you'll need one of those. It makes this project so much easier, and it makes sure that you get a perfect hole every time to be able to slide these in and clamp them on so they don't fall out. All right. And like I said, I'll show you. I've already got mine in, but that's the end. They look like that. And you just slide them in, tighten it down like you would another bit, and you're ready to go. All right. So I think we'll go ahead and do one, just kind of show you how it works, and I'll plug it in, install it, plug it in, and you can kind of see what you think. So here is our Mickey Mouse. His particular battery operated light show is my least favorite. If you missed our video, I'll just kind of show you. Well, I can't. I think his battery's already dead. But anyway, catch the review video on it if you want to see when he came with it originally. It's like a weird light prism in there, but I didn't care for it at all. So I'd rather him just to be a nice glowing pumpkin. So that's what we're gonna make him do. All right, are you ready, Boog? So what I usually do, of course, is put him in on the back. With him, all right, so what I like to do is install them, of course, on the back most of the time, depending on what it is, but 99% of the time, it's always in the back. And like with him, I'm gonna go somewhere in the middle. That way that the light kind of expands through the top and through the bottom. And I think that's where you get the most bang for your buck as far as the light that you get off of the bulb. Now, depending on the size of your blow mold, as you can see, the Mickey here is much smaller than our dog. So, and also depending on how much light you want it to put out, you may want to install 2. And that's not a problem either. It's just gonna take you to 2 bulbs instead of 1. But like I said, I think for these Mickeys, they're definitely just gonna take 1. And then I'm gonna put 1 inside the dog there and kind of see what it looks like. And we'll kind of make a decision after that. So anyhow, here we go. We're gonna go kind of right in the middle. midline up. I think that should be good. And like you said, little bit just drills right through that plastic, no problem. You're gonna have a little ring in here, which you need to take off before you do your next one, but I'm not gonna bore you with that. So we've got our hole. Let's clean it up here a little bit. You can see that drills a pretty nice little hole in there. If you can find a flat spot on the back of these blow molds, that's usually the best place to go for. So I'm just gonna take off my twisty tie. So we'll actually have a little bit of a cord to work with. All right, so now you can see it's just a clamp that comes on these. And you're just gonna squeeze that clamp in, put it in the hole that you just drilled, and voila. Clamps in right there, holds it secure in place, and you're good to go. You're pretty much done. Now all you have to do is plug him up. So let's plug him up and see what it looks like. And there's different versions of these cords. So like the one I have has an on and off switch. You can find them without that. Just kind of depend on, you know, whatever you're looking for. But I usually just keep buying these because I'll just keep the switch turned on and these will all be on a timer. But these just particular set works really well for me. I've used these a lot. Haven't had any issues, so I just kind of keep going back to those. All right, so let's plug him in and see what it looks like. Now keep in mind, it's not super dark out here yet, so he's not gonna be as bright as he would be, you know, in the dark. Ta-da! So what do we think? Yeah, I think that's pretty nice. What do you think, Big?
Definitely a lot better.
Yeah, that looks really good. Like I said, he's just gonna glow. Now you can get these with what's called a flicker bulb, and that particular bulb will kind of just make a flicker effect. And you know, like I said, if you would, like, that would be perfect for these two if you want that effect. So keep in mind you can get that too. Like I said, or you can order this kit and just replace it with a flicker bulb if that's what you like. So, but I think Mickey's gonna look amazing just like that. You can see it's gonna light up his ears pretty nice, and then we got just about all of his face. So I think the one bulb is gonna be plenty for him. All right, moving on to the next one. All right, so here's an example of one of the blow molds that Home Depot is currently selling. This was last year's vampire dog. Not quite sure. I don't know, is he like a Saint Bernard, kinda? But anyway, we scored him on clearance for like 10 bucks, you know, after the holiday, so he was great. But like I said, this is a good example of the ones they're doing this style. They're doing lots for Halloween, even more for Christmas. Like I said, so Home Depot is really making some great blow molds. I love this guy. I think he's absolutely awesome. But again, the reason for the video is the issue that comes with him, like I said. So I'm going to show you, this is the lights that you get with him. That's it. So really, you know, his little bow, this lights up, but he doesn't at all. And that's the way Home Depot is doing 95% of their blow molds these days. And that's just not good enough, especially when it gets dark. That's really all you can see. These don't illuminate much of him at all. So that's why I do the conversion for these. So anyway, I'm gonna turn him around. Now you see he does have a hole here, and this is where his battery pack is. And of course the little try me button. But I'm gonna go ahead and convert him over. So I'm gonna put the bulb in above it right here. I would prefer his head to be more lit up than the rest of his body. So I'm gonna go right above it right here. And here we go. And we went right through. There's the little plug that comes out. But you can see, like I said, when you got a really flat surface like this, how perfect that hole is. Exactly like you want it. Now, I'm going to get rid of the zip tie on this. All right, so here's our new bulb that we're gonna be using. Like I said, straight from Amazon, comes with the clamp that you need. Gotta have the clamp though, that's important. So make sure when you order these, you get one. No matter what you get a set with the clamp. So we got a little LED bulb. Put it in. Let the clamp in. You can see now it's very secure, not gonna come out. And let's plug him in and see what we got. And like we talked about earlier, he's a very large blow mold. So probably, you know, over 2 feet, probably close to 3 feet. So that little bulb is not going to illuminate him completely. But again, this is where it comes to personal preference. You can always add another one if it's not enough for you. But for me, I don't think I've ever added two. As long as I got, you know, the kind of the upper part lit up at night, that's usually good enough for me. I don't need the whole thing just to be, you know, glowing like the sun. But again, it's personal preference. It just depends what you like. All right, so here he goes. All right, so we may have to wait till after dark to see how well he lights up. I've never done one with this much black, so he may have to have a more powerful bulb, like I said, for him. But most of the time, they light up just fine. And again, he might when it's just a little bit more darker outside. It's just kind of hard to say. We'll have to wait and see. But you can see how I put the bulb in, and it's lit this up already. You can see all that. So we'll have to see how much that comes through. You know, the rest of him. All right. So I'm going to move on to. Still have Minnie Mouse over there to convert. So I'm going to do her next, and we'll let you take a look at that.
Actually, we'll just come right back when she's done.
Okay.
Okay, so we tested it on one of our 3D prints.
Yes.
Hopefully you guys can see something here.
Yeah, this is the Ghost Walking the Dog 3D print. That's kind of new for this year that Boog's been doing.
I don't know if it's on our Etsy page yet or not.
No, I don't think so. But you can see we put one in the back of him, lit him up, and I think he looks really nice.
Unfortunately, you may not be able to see much of it, but...
Is it just not showing up good on camera?
No, not really. It kind of looks like the sun.
Oh, yeah, you can't really see the details, right. All right, so now, next up is Minnie Mouse. Just enough.
Piggy.
Yeah, so here's Minnie Mouse. You can see that lights her up really, really well. And, of course, there's the job that Boog actually did this one. So, just right in there. There's the bulb. Easy peasy.
Yep.
And now they illuminate. Oops, I think I hit the switch. But yeah, now they illuminate, and you can hook them up to a timer now and have them all come on, of course, you know, at dusk, go off whenever you set it. Just makes life so much easier dealing with these blow molds to have it like this versus battery operated. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful. If you're looking for these, like I said, you can find them on Amazon. Pause the video. The product number is right there. If you're looking for the ones that we got, or you can probably scan that code too. And like I said, very easy, you know, easy thing to do. Just get your 1¼ bit there for your drill. That's all you need.
So make sure to like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next episode of Boog and Dad Fix It.
Absolutely. Take care, everybody.